Quantum Souls.
Hello everyone, Mike Arendt here, founder of Infinite Success Academy, author of the books You're the One, coming to you with another episode of our podcast, Quantum Souls. I'm standing here on a beautiful ridge overlooking the Chame River, which flows into the Pacific Ocean here in Panama. And I wanted to talk to you today, just a quick video about something that I watched myself on YouTube from David Bayer, B-A-Y-E-R. You might want to check him out. He's awesome, has a great spiritual message. But he touched on something the other day while I was watching about bullying. And I know therapists and people said, oh, and like to blame what happened in your childhood to how maybe you are today. But it really struck a chord with me that when he talked about bullying, being bullied as a child, and what that meant for him later in life. And I was bullied too. I was basically short, fat, and ugly. And my parents were from Germany. They came over to Canada and met in Canada, got married, and had my sister and I. And we had lots of people calling us Nazis, go back to Germany, you're no good, you know, get my face washed with snow, snowball fights, got into fights because they thought I was a Nazi. You know, and that's went on for quite a few years until I was about 13. And I grew a lot. I'm 6'3" now, 246 pounds. And I've always been a fairly big guy now. So I started to grow up, and then I started to bully people because that's what I felt you had to do to gain respect. But I was wrong. And as I grew older, and I had many jobs through my lifetime. I went to, in school, high school, college, and then I joined the Navy, which was probably fortunate for me because it had a rank structure. And you had to follow that. And yeah, sure, maybe the people in some of your peers in your own rank, or maybe just slightly above you, you could get away with, talking back and that sort of thing. But that was only to a certain point. But later on, when I got out of the Navy and I was civilian life, when I didn't feel something was right, I spoke up. And many times my mouth got me in trouble. And I kind of had a lack of respect for authority. So if somebody would assert their authority on me, I would feel like I did when I was a kid, when I was bullied. So I had to lash out and act back towards them to prove them that I'm strong, that I'm not just going to lay down and take your crap, right? I'm going to be right there and tell you the way it is, the way I see it. And sometimes I was in the right, sometimes I was in the wrong, but my ego was too large to let me realize that. But that really struck a chord with me about the bullying when I was a child. And I go, that's why I've acted the way I have throughout my lifetime, at least up till the ages of probably 45, 48, when I went through a huge divorce and bankruptcy and it was a very deep, dark, bad place in my life. But I had to bring myself out of that through spirituality, self-development, meditation practices, and on and on. And that's why I'm doing this podcast now. So you may think that maybe it's just Freud or somebody else saying, examine your childhood because that's why you are what you are today. It is true. And don't forget, from the ages of 0, from in the womb to 7, that's when our brains are in theta brain state, and they are just absorbing everything from everybody and learning that is how you will act, because it's your subconscious mind which takes care of us most of the time. So when something bad happens, our subconscious mind goes back to its programming and lashes out. So beware of that. If you're having a problem with authority, with anger management, with not being able to relate to people, maybe take a deep look at your childhood and just see if there's something that maybe caused you to still feel poorly today. So that's the end of today's talk. I wanted to keep it pretty short. I also took some nice drone shots of this area, and they'll be coming up right after this talk. So take care. I love you guys. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now. Hello everybody, just me again. If you want to find out who you really are, just look up here. And if you want to find out how to create success in your life and business, look right up here. Take care. Bye for now.